Good morning, Loic. Thanks very much for meeting up today. And we're really interested in the whole issue of affordable housing. Obviously, there's hundreds, well, just over thousands of people that are affected by this in Cornwall, and lots of people on the Facebook group are really interested in what the different political parties are actually going to do. What are they pushing for? And we'd be really interested in your views on how Cornwall needs to move forward and what needs to happen to help the affordable housing situation, issues of second homes, etc.
Well, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, Mebyon Kernow policy is really to make sure that we have a really good housing strategy in Cornwall for local people. I totally believe that housing development should be built according to local needs. That's the priority. With regards to second homes, for a long time, even probably back into Victorian times, if not before, Cornwall's always been a very desirable place. It's been popular with a wide range of people. For that reason, we have seen in the past, areas where there've been second homes, and generally that can be tolerated if it's in very small amounts in small little pockets. But what we've seen in the last 10 years is a huge increase in the sort of appeal of Cornwall as a place for perhaps people with more wealth, more disposable income, and that's kind of created a bit of a sort of a mad rush to buy up property. And this proliferation of second homes has, I suppose, got to a level now where even formerly quite cheap sort of areas, affordable areas, are now considered desirable as well, and it's really impacting on the local market for housing.
So what do you think can be done about this?
Well, I suppose really it's a case of basically, I suppose, measures to combat what is a very, very serious problem, and I would say severe restrictions on this kind of activity. You've got to the stage where you have landlords or companies or consortiums buying up house after house on sometimes just on housing estates that you would have imagined would have been built for local people to commute into town to work, and they end up becoming empty houses, sometimes just bought purely for speculative reasons. And to do that with housing, and I mean, my own personal belief is a house is something that you live in. It shouldn't be like a tin of beans, something that can be bought and sold while I suppose other people lose out. So severe restrictions, and those kinds of restrictions would come in the form of council tax increases for people with second homes. And it's not just about giving a huge percentage and then hoping for the best. These increases have to result, the effect of the increase has to result in a decline in the amount of second homes owned. So it's no good just coming up with a figure. The figure has to be worked out according to the impact it's going to have.
Yeah, thank you for that. And is there anything else you want to say?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think it's important. A lot of people realise that central government plans to build 70,000 houses over the next 15 to 20 years won't necessarily mean 70,000 affordable houses for local people. These houses are really being built according to a kind of, it's a market-driven build, a market-driven attempt to sort of conquer over Cornwall. And I really think it's very important for local people to be aware of that this could actually have an even worse effect on the situation we've got now. But at the moment, Mebyon Kernow, we're rewriting planning policy for Cornwall. We've got a good team of councillors at County Hall, and we're doing all we can, and we'll work with any other party to address this. I think this is going to be a cross-party initiative to sort out Cornwall's quite unique housing problem.
That's brilliant. Thank you very much.